Hello gamers! We are back at Planet Royale for our college dropout usual shenanigans. It's good to be back in the usual venue, pretty excited. Honestly, this week's not really the craziest insights. I gotta get that out the door. And that's okay. I'm kind of just exploring that same idea I've been talking about the last two leveling up my Warriors, which is the idea of conditioning, not just trying to get a repeat of habits, repeat of moves, but making my opponent play in a sort of subset of moves around how I'm sort of playing now, and then breaking it, changing it up. That's sort of how I'm viewing conditioning now. And yeah, I'm still exploring it. I've had a lot of success in bracket, just exposing myself to like new situations, and I think it's okay. I don't need to sort of like rush and have like a new idea. And you know, something I kind of was thinking about anyway for this series. Anyways, I don't want to just have a groundbreaking insight every video, every week. I have something new I want to test. I'm kind of content just practicing something if it's if I'm seeing good results from it, and it's sort of a big idea, a big change in my play. I think it takes time to sort of implement, so I'm not rushing it, and yeah, just keen to see where it goes. Yeah, so I guess the way I'm sort of thinking about conditioning now, it's kind of like how I do my research, to be honest. It can get pretty nasty term by term, or like each thing I'm adding together looks pretty nasty. But if you consider it as a total, I guess like some patterns emerge, some ideas come about on how to like simplify things down, and yeah, that's what I'm thinking about now, rather than sort of focusing on every single interaction. Either just focusing on every interaction as it goes, or trying to keep track of every single thing that's happened in the game, which is just not feasible. Instead, I'm just sort of trying to break it down as sort of patterns of play that my opponent is doing when I'm doing certain themes as well. Like if I'm being aggressive in advantage, or I'm trying to rush disadvantage, what are they doing to stop that? And I can sort of get insights into that, and then mix it up from there, rather than just trying to play evasive, try to play every situation differently. It puts a lot of burden on me to sort of play optimally each time. If I'm like, oh, I need to play around every single situation, keep track of all these things. So yeah, I've sort of broken it down, I guess, into more like generic subsets of what I've been doing, what I'm withholding from my opponent, and trying to play around that, I guess, see how that goes. So yeah, not the craziest insights today. I don't really mind. Just wanted to hop in the car, keep things consistent. I haven't actually been getting the craziest views lately, even though I thought the last two videos were pretty good. I put a lot of effort into the ideas behind them and things like that. I don't know. I'm not doing this series for views, for my job, or to pop off or anything like that. I'm just doing it for fun, to keep track, I guess, a diary for myself of like how my play's going. And if people want to come along and experience experience it as well, if it's helping them get insights into their play, that's cool for me as well. So that's basically it. Not going to dilly-dally anymore, and let's get straight into the video. Catcha.
Wario.
where Tony's using power, but he had a sweep there. And he put it on the three.
Unfortunately, my first recording of this car talk is lost to the ether. I hit the record button when I started my car and just lost it. So not really sure what happened there, but we'll just give this another go. I'll keep talking about what I was talking about in the video. So yeah, I think it's kind of a myth people have that growth is kind of like this, like a linear growth like this, just rising the whole time. Anyone that's sort of like honed a craft, honed a skill knows it's not really like that at all. You might think, oh well, sometimes you go up, you plateau, sometimes you go up. I think even that's kind of a myth. I think it's actually more like you go up and down, up and down, up and down. On an average, some weeks you play better, some weeks you play worse, some weeks you play about where you're supposed to. But overall, as an average, if you like zoom out over like months, you will start to see growth. So you're definitely not going to be playing the same way after 6 months. If you've been putting in time, putting in effort, the results will come. So I'm a firm believer in that. And yeah, today was one of those brackets where it was a low. I went into today with an idea of sort of what I wanted to practice, which was conditioning, and yeah, sometimes the idea kind of falls flat on its face. I had an idea of what I wanted to experiment on in bracket, but didn't really get many chances to practice it, nor did it kind of do well. And that's perfectly okay. I mean, like I said in the last two videos, I'm okay practicing this idea knowing that I might not do well, I might not see good results, but I sort of know in my head it's leading me in a good direction for my Wario. So that's okay. Let's just get into the bracket breakdown. So my first opponent was Cannonball, or Antonio. He was seeded to lose to me. Usually kind of goes 0-2 when he comes, but I'm rooting for that guy. I want him to do well. I want him to make a breakthrough at some point, and he was playing well today. Actually, I was pretty surprised. Usually I'm used to sort of against what he plays Bowser in the Wario Bowser match. I'm sort of used to just being able to snowball, find good kills and stuff, just rack up heaps of percent. But he was making it hard, and I think he told me after he's been training a bit. I told him, dude, you've been getting better, straight up. So kudos to him. He's been putting in the work, and got a lot of respect for that guy for just sticking through the bracket, even if he hasn't been seeing results as much. So yeah, there was a situation in game one where I went to down air his up B. He took the first stock actually, and then yeah, I sent him off, went to down air his up B. We sort of traded down air and up Bs, and then he just side B'd me. And I was like, oh. Side B'd me, SD'd. I was like, oh, damn. I'm down a stock. I gotta lock in. So yeah, try to lock in, play serious, and managed, even though I was up super high percents on my last stock, managed to find a waft, an air 1-2 up air waft to close out when he was about 30%. So whew, thank God. Because yeah, that could have been dangerous if I lost game 1. And then game 2 managed to do like a better job. So kudos to him though. He's definitely getting better. Lost some of his habits that he had, like in disadvantage. He tended to down B, down air. So yeah, good on him. Okay, then my second opponent was Kutz. Now Kutz is usually in the top PR players. He plays DK, and we've sort of gone back and forth. We haven't played in a while. I think we played at Journey to the West, which was kind of a close set, even though there's some drama about controller DC issues, which I won't get into, but that's a whole can of worms. That's fine, it's just funny. And I think the last time we played was a while ago. I think it was on stream, and it might have been leveling up my Wario number 4. So the thumbnail is like Kutz's DK doing like an up tilt, and then I'm jumping over like hell cinematic. So that was the last time we played, which must have been months, no, more than half a year ago. So haven't played in a while. Wasn't sure how it was going to go today, but yeah, he kind of smoked me. I didn't take a single stock. So yeah, just goes to show sometimes you have an idea of what you want to work on in bracket, and it just doesn't always go to plan. Yeah, he absolutely smoked my ass. So yeah, I was trying to do conditioning, trying to condition him with my buttons, kind of seeing what he was respecting or not respecting, but I actually don't think I was conditioning him at all. It could just be the case that he just wanted to do his neutral. He didn't want to know what I was doing, but I don't think that was the case at all. I think what actually happened was, because I didn't have any answers for what Kutz was doing, I couldn't condition him. Like, you sort of like need to make the opponent respect that you can break their game plan before you can even do conditioning. So the fact that I didn't really have any answers for what he was doing. He had a lot of safe neutral. He was doing the down tilts, F tilts. He was doing lots of back airs, like a rising back air, falling back air, and what was I gonna say? He's doing like down Bs on the ground or in the air. Overall, just making it really hard for me to sort of find my openings. He was pretty safe and neutral as well. So yeah, I kind of struggled straight up. Didn't get a stock, and didn't really get to apply my conditioning ideas either. So is what it is. Kind of bruised me a little bit that I didn't take a single stock, but when I'm trying to practice a certain idea that I sort of go into expecting not to do as well. So is what it is. Okay, and then in losers, I verse Paper. So Paper plays Little Mac, Paper or Marcus plays Little Mac, and sometimes plays the Mii Sword Fighter now. So he brought out the Mii Sword Fighter first against me, and let's see, yeah, I did a good job against the Mii Sword Fighter, managed to 2-stock him, just got a lead in the second stock, held it as he was on his third stock, and then got an F tilt at ledge. He was just holding on, managed to hit him. I was just doing a good job about like staying just outside his range, finding my hits, and doing a good job punishing like the side B he would do to get back on stage. Just like walk back and try to punish it. Then he switched to Little Mac, which like really threw me off my rhythm. I didn't know today like how to condition him, how to sort of get him to do buttons, and I was just getting like smash attacked, tilted, well, I wasn't getting tilted, but I was getting like F tilted, down tilted, up tilted to up B, that sort of thing. And I almost made a comeback in game 2 because he accidentally air dodged SD'd. But as I was doing like my Nair 1-2 up air double jump, Nair 1-2 onto the platform waft, he just ripped an up B in the middle of my combo after I got the up air and just killed me. And I was like, oh. So didn't make the comeback on that game. And then by game 3 I was playing a little bit better, I think, with my conditioning. Like I sort of was playing around his timings well, getting him to sort of commit to doing buttons, punishing him for hitting my shield, not falling like susceptible to like the shield stun, which in the past kind of threw me off. I tried to do a punish, but when he hits your shield with like an F smash, it takes you a bit of time before you can actually do something to punish it. So yeah, doing an okay job that game, but again, it was a nail biter, but just didn't end up closing out in the end, and that's okay. So yeah, he ended up closing. Well, I almost got a freaking half waft on him, but I was trying to tease out when he was countering and not countering, but I just kept guessing wrong. Like I'd be waiting for it, and then he'd just land. I'm like, oh, surely he's not doing it now. He just jumped from ledge, and he did it. I was like, oh no. So he actually countered my half waft, killed me at 60, and yikes, yeah, that was pretty grim. And then I almost got another half waft in the time it took, but he managed to get like a pivot cancel F tilt where you have to run, so push past your dash and run, and then you do back on the control stick and then do like a C stick input, like a tilt. So he managed to get like an F tilt, boom boom, killed me, and closed out that game, so kudos to him. He actually said that he stumbled upon last week's video, which is pretty cool. Had it on in the background as he was doing like music and editing, so I kind of like that. What was I gonna say? Oh, and then another person from the Perth scene stumbled upon my video as well, so kind of cool that lots of people are encountering my videos. I don't really advertise my videos much, so when it gets recommended, that's kind of neat. Cool with that. I'm just gonna go left here. Yeah, I kind of like that it just comes up authentically for people, and that's kind of neat. And the other thing as well, one last thing was he made a comment after the set, which I kind of really appreciated. I wasn't sure if I was playing that well, kind of felt a little rusty, not sure how my ideas were implementing, but he said I was playing well. He said I played like a different beast, like a different Wario than he was used to, which meant a lot. So thanks a lot to him, Paper, for saying that. And that's cool. It shows that even though I'm not playing as well as I was, at least it feels different. At least it feels like my Wario's going in a new direction. It's got some ideas on where it wants to go, so let's just ride it out, see where it goes. There's a monthly coming up this weekend on Sunday. I'll probably train for it on the weekend, maybe have a better idea on what I want to practice within this idea of conditioning, some new theory, some new way to get my openings, maybe map out what I'm trying to condition out of my opponent, how I can condition them. Like in the case of Kutz, I couldn't condition him because I didn't have any answers for what he was doing, so I might think about that game a bit more, see how I could have got my openings, and then from there, okay, if I'm using these buttons to beat him, how can I get my conditioning then? So yeah, that's basically all I have to say. Wrap it up, and I'll see you next Monday.